Greetings, friends, and welcome to the channel. I'm Mistress Luna, your guide through readings, heavily focused on the twin flame journey and soul connections. And today, we're starting on the stages of the twin flame journey. However, I do want to mention that it can be for anybody who feels connected with other soulmate connections because of a very special imagery that I'm going to share with you. And you may have noticed in the thumbnail that I'm going to be doing some planting of a small garden. Well, it's big for inside. However, I bought some seeds for flowers, and it was an imagery that Spirit had downloaded to me this week to really explain why the soul connections we have are just as important as the twin flame journey itself, as to include everyone. And who knows, maybe you may not resonate with being on the twin flame journey right now, or even in this lifetime. However, I feel we are all here for a greater purpose than just being in this human form. We are having these experiences and things that happen to us throughout our lives, our cultures, the way we're brought up, the things we experience in our physical bodies are all important for our souls and really being more for the universe and for the world. And we all are beings of love and light. I believe that wholeheartedly. Do we have shadows? Absolutely. And we're working with them. And working with them will also get us to a higher place. And as we do this, as we work through our shadows and also raise our vibrations and do all the light work and the shadow work that needs to be done, we're going to find that we are so much better for ourselves as well as everyone around us. And that's why the imagery, I really want to focus on the imagery to start before we go into the tea and the crystals and then the tarot, because each reading today, each pile, I'm going to be asking Spirit for us to give us guidance on the first stage, and that is before the meeting. So the first stage of the twin flame journey is before the meeting. What we go through, how we're brought up, what we experience, every piece of that is so important to what we bring to the table when we do meet. And it's not even when we're in union with our twin flame, but when we actually meet them. And our soul connections that are not our twin flame, and like as I mentioned a few moments ago, it could be in another lifetime that we're going to meet our twin flame, or we're going to be on the twin flame journey. So it could be in this lifetime that we're not on the twin flame journey, or we are, but we're not aware of it. We're not awake to it. And there are a lot of us that I feel are not awake to it. However, we're on the journey, but we've written in our soul contracts to, in this lifetime, not awaken to it. However, it is important to meet the people that we do meet and have the connections that we do have. So as I mentioned, I wanted to bring the flower imagery into explaining this. And as I go through the stages over the next few weeks, I'm actually going to be planting. I don't have it at the table at the moment, but I am going to plant some seeds and do everything that's necessary to bring the flower or flowers out. So where I'm going with this is, first, us as souls, us as individual souls, or even on the twin flame journey as one half of our complete soul that we just have not come in contact with or in union. So first, I want to mention what we need to gather to help the seeds that we are going to plant grow and flourish. That is the preparation, and that is before the meeting of our twin flame is what we're doing, is we're preparing for the planting of the seeds. What do you need? You need soil, you need a pot, you need water, sunlight. All those pieces need to come together to feed the seeds that are being planted. Now, all those external things around the seeds that they need are like our soul connections. So anyone in our soul tribe is all those things: the water, the soil, the place to plant the seeds, the sun, all of those. So that is why all our soul connections are so important. They're the things that we need to grow. Because if you think about the seeds that we're planting, those seeds are very different from what they become. When those seeds become flowers, they are one soul. They are the same seed, just transformed. So that is how I resonate with the twin flame journey. For me, the twin flame journey, and I'm still learning about it myself, but for me, that is the fact that the seed and the flower are one and the same. They're just a transformation of that seed because of all the soul connections that we have, of all the experiences that we have. All those things that make us who we are part of that seed and that flower. And that's why I want to say, if you don't resonate with being on the twin flame journey, that's okay. Because the soul connections we do have with each other is something that we should never discredit. Never discredit the soulmate connections that you're with. If there's that special someone that's in your life and you're not sure if they're a twin flame or a soulmate, that's okay. And the reason why that's okay is because there's no need to discredit any of our soul connections at all, because they're all part of what makes the seeds turn into the flower which is one in the same, just transformed. So with that, that's the imagery, that's the gist behind how I'm going to choose to connect on this journey for myself. And am I the seed that will turn into the flower? I hope so. Because I do feel that I'm here for a greater purpose. And I feel that I'm starting to embark on that by coming to you and bringing you along with me on this journey. Am I the soil? Am I the water? Am I the sun? Am I the vessel where the seeds are being planted? I do believe that I am. And I believe that you are as well. So we are all important beings of love and light. And with that, I feel it's important to nourish our own bodies, because our bodies are the temple that we are in this lifetime, and we need to take care of it, nourish it, make it strong and wonderful for the higher purpose, because this is the body that we have while we are in this lifetime, while we are having the human experience that we're having. So with that, the tea that I chose to help me this week to nourish my body is emotional and physical supportive tea. Because emotions and physical, taking care of those is a very, very close, if not complete, way to take care of yourself. And that soothes your inner soul. The organic ingredients are mother's wort, hawthorn berries, hawthorn leaf and flowers, linden flowers, red roses, and marshmallow root. And it is very, very tasty. So if you can ever get any of those herbs together, they make a perfect blend for supporting your physical and emotional state and really going with the flow, as I mentioned in the last video, as a very important piece to the whole entire journey that we're on. Now for the crystals. Now I chose crystal quartz, clear crystal quartz for the most part. However, there are some smokiness, but for the most part, these are all a type of clear crystal quartz crystal, which really brings complete healing and really being open to spirit and like a direct connection to spirit and what spirit wants us to know. And whenever I'm confused, whenever I'm feeling emotionally imbalanced, I hold on to these crystals and I ask for spirit's guidance. And a lot of times, especially the very clear quartz crystal, if I'm wanting information from a reading, perhaps, and one of the choices in a pick a card choice is a clear quartz, I will pick that for the clarity and I will say that is going to give me the clarity on what I need. And 9 times out of 10, it does. So definitely important crystals for really connecting with spirit and just being healed and giving clarity to you. Definitely we can really get a lot of clarity from clear crystal quartz. And with that, I'm going to tell you what the piles are today to choose from for our readings, asking Spirit what we need to know before the meeting and what we need to do so that we can really be ready to know when we've come in contact with our twin flame, when it's more than just a soul connection. So the first pile will be the Stokes Gothic Tarot, and this cute little unique heart pendant. I'm not sure what type of stone it is, but it's a blue heart pendant. So that'll be for pile number 1. Pile number 2 will be this cute little Oriental type coin. So that will be for pile 2, and the Crystal Visions deck by Jennifer Galasso. And the third pile will be the Stokes Legends deck. And this nifty little die that was actually created by my father. It's a 6-sided die, but it has 2, 16, 32, 4, 64, and 8. So, very interesting. So I thought that would be one of the piles. And in each pile, we're going to get clarification from our Goddesses Oracle deck. So Goddess Guidance Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue. I'm going to use that in conjunction with our readings for clarification in each pile. And then at the very end, we're going to do initials and a special clarification from our animal spirits, because this is all a very big connection to nature. Planting seeds is all very natural in our natural environment, and I feel this reading this evening is very, very connected with nature. So with that, I want to get some messages from our animal spirits. And one more thing before we do go into the readings, I want to stress something that I feel is important to do. And I started doing this myself. I've created a journal to help me to jot down what I'm learning about the twin flame journey and about soul connections and about currently each stage. So what I've done, and I picked this journal that says Unexpected Miracles, because this journey has a lot of unexpected miracles, I feel. And what I've been journaling is each stage and things that I wanted to make sure to mention, not only to you, but to myself, that I can go back to. Because I feel you learn so much by writing it down. We're on our own journey. We have our own experiences. And even coming down to the spirituality. Some people are brought up and are exposed to spiritual things and being spiritual in nature, and others are not. Others are and don't embrace it because of their own experiences. And these differences are so important to remember and to embrace in ourselves. So we've got a lot to learn from these differences that we have from our twin flame. And if you've already gotten past the before the meeting stage and you have met your twin flame, never discredit the lessons that you can learn from all the differences that come with each individual on the twin flame journey. And with that, let's go into the readings. Welcome, Pile 1. If you chose this little blue heart pendant and the Stokes Gothic tarot deck, this is your reading. And today we're going to ask Spirit, what do we need to know about the before the meeting stage of our twin flame? Spirit, can you enlighten us to what we need to know about this before meeting our twin flame stage that we may be in? Feeling like we're going to fan this out and pull out the Knave of Swords in the upright. So that very much, that's the Page of Swords. So the pages are very youthful, and with the swords energy there, it's very much coming to the truth, they also bring messages too. So pages also bring the messages. So a message of truth may be arriving. But we'll get more cards and find out. Spirit, what would you like us to know? Oh, okay. Wow. Ten of Pentacles in the upright. So definitely we're looking for Pile 1, we're looking for that ultimate fulfillment, that ultimate stability in life. Which is very important before meeting our twin flame. We absolutely need to really embrace that. So I feel Spirit is giving us a strong message there to really make sure we're focusing on getting our lives together before meeting our twin flame, doing everything possible to make sure we're stable in our lives. Spirit, can you tell us more about what we need to do before the meeting, what we need to know? Okay. All right. Well, there's only 2 cards, so that's... Oh, and they're both major arcana cards. So we've got the High Priestess. So very much divine feminine energy here. And trusting, a very intuitive divine feminine. So if you resonate with the divine feminine, you are definitely intuitive. And trust that intuition, Spirit says. Spirit says to trust that intuition. It is very important before, in order to get to meeting our twin flame. Or maybe you've met them and you were unsure, but Spirit is saying, you know who it is. Divine feminine, you do. And then the Hermit, absolutely, in the upright, you need to, I feel divine feminines especially need to reflect and think about think about where you are in the journey. Think about who you've met. Think about what everybody around you means to you, and work towards that stability. And I feel that that the Page of Swords came out as a Spirit is the messenger of truth here. Spirit is our messenger of truth here. And so all the cards that are coming after are explaining that this is Spirit telling you, especially divine feminines, that you need to work towards stability in your life, and you are very intuitive and may already know who your twin flame is. You may have already met them, but retreat into your mind and into your meditative state, because when you are in your meditative state, whatever you do to meditate, you're going to see the picture. You're going to see the truth. It's going to be there. So, Spirit, can we clarify the Knave of Swords, please? The Page of Swords here. Can we clarify, Spirit, for pile number 1? Okay. Whoa. Okay. The King of Swords. Definite divine masculine energy here. So, the King of Swords really comes in with once again truth, but they're very stoic. They're very stoic and very grounded, and really just, I would say very, very stoic. So that's the feeling I'm getting for the most part here is divine feminine. Your divine masculine is very stoic and very practical, and really wants to focus on the truth, and coming in with and since it's clarifying the message, I feel not only is Spirit giving us a message, but the divine masculine also, and it could be through the 5D, not the 3D. And the reason why I'm mentioning this is or why I'm feeling it is because of the fact that Spirit is asking you, divine feminine, to be in your meditative state. And I feel that is when you're connecting with your divine masculine. And that's when you're really seeing who that is. Who is your divine counterpart? And So that's what I'm feeling there. Can we clarify the Ten of Pentacles, please, Spirit, for pile number 1, please? Can we clarify the Ten of Pentacles for pile number 1? Pile number 1. Oh, we clarified. Justice. So definitely where it's clarifying the Ten of Pentacles, justice in the upright is saying divine feminine, divine masculine, both really need to focus on that stability. And there could be an imbalance. Well, no, actually, I apologize. It is very balanced because it was in the upright. So that's the way to keep the balance, is to keep the stability, to really work on yourself, and that's the Pentacles. Definitely, to me, is a lot about working on yourself and what you need and what makes you happy. And that's going to raise your vibrations to come into the meeting phase. So all of this is so important before the meeting, because you'll be so farther in your journey. The more work you do ahead of time, the better it's going to be when you do meet your twin flame. So Spirit, can we please clarify the High Priestess and the Hermit for pile number 1, please? Can we clarify? Oh, okay. Now this is in reverse, but I'll show it to you in the upright. It's the Star. So it's in the reverse. So I'm feeling that in order to be the light that you need to be for your divine masculine and divine feminine, you both need to, especially divine feminine, because of the High Priestess that came out in that divine feminine energy, in order to really be a bright shining light for your divine masculine, divine feminine, you need to go within, meditate, raise your vibration, be happy, be the type of person that enjoys your life and enjoys what you have. Be grateful for what you have. And that's gonna really bring to the table the vibrations needed to have you meet. And as I mentioned earlier, I feel divine feminines, you have met your divine masculine. In order to wake them up and shine the light on them, you need to focus on yourself, and whatever you need to heal, there may be some shadows that you need to heal, that you need to work through. Spirit says, I feel that Spirit is saying, you have to work through those shadows, because you're not completely stable yet, but that's where you're headed. You're definitely headed there. with the Justice card here, you're definitely headed in the right direction. You just may not be completely there. We're all not there, pile 1. So you're not alone. and it's a cycle. All the stages that I will be going through over the next few weeks on the twin flame journey, all eventually will have its own cycles, like cycle through. You may cycle through all the stages one right after the other, or you may go back and forth once you actually get past the actual meeting phase. So, of course, we're only talking about before the meeting. So we'll get more in depth on that. Now let's get a bottom deck energy. The 10 of Wands, and it is in the upright. So I feel that's often very much about the burdensome feelings that we have. So a lot of, we may be facing a lot, and both divine masculine and divine feminine are facing a lot of burdens that need to be worked through and transmuted. And as I've mentioned before, in other readings, the bottom deck energy kind of pulls everything together. So I feel that the reason why we may not be where we want to be quite yet in our before we meet our twin flame stage, or before we both realize we're each other's counterparts, there are burdens that need to be worked through. And those burdens, I feel, is our shadow work. Because the star is in reverse, so the light that we each really are supposed to have is kind of in a dark spot right now, especially the divine feminine. I feel divine feminine, you know who your divine counterpart is, but you're in a shadowy position. You're working through your shadows right now. So let's get some clarification from our goddesses. So Spirit, can you give us some information from our goddesses about what we need to know about before meeting our twin flame? This one wants to pop out. Butterfly Maiden, transformation. Absolutely. You are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. So I feel both divine masculine and divine feminine, you are both going through transformations right now, but especially the divine feminine. I feel that as you go through the shadows that you're going through, as you're experiencing some of the traumatic things that you may be going through, or the shadows that you've been dealing with, you're transforming. It's transforming you, and you are actually doing a very good job with the Hermit up in the upright of transmuting that energy. And that is totally going to bring your divine masculine closer to you and going to wake him up. And I feel like where it's where the King of Swords, the Divine Masculine, is clarifying the Knave of Swords, they're getting that inkling. They're knowing. There's a message. They're seeing the messages. They really are. They're just not as ahead of the game as you are. You are becoming completely transformed. You are very intuitive about about who your Divine Masculine is. But they're not quite there yet. So, and that's okay. We are all in different parts of the journey. So pile 1, if you're a Divine Masculine or you resonate with a Divine Masculine, don't worry if you don't feel that you know who your twin flame is or that you even have one. As I mentioned, in this lifetime, you may not resonate with it quite yet. It may be another lifetime. So, that's what I'm feeling. So let's get another goddess message for pile 1. We get a message from our goddesses. Spirit, please. Oh. Ooh, okay. Ooh. Unag. Easy does it. There is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. Absolutely, pile 1. Absolutely. No matter where you are in the journey, no matter who you resonate with, if you feel you're farther along in the journey, be happy where you are on that journey. If you don't resonate with it, just be happy where you are. So the soulmate, if you don't resonate with the twin flame journey, but you resonate with the soulmate connections, that you have a soulmate that you're connected to, that you feel a very strong bond with, that's perfectly fine. Do not discredit that. Just enjoy where you are. Everything will be revealed at the right time. I'm going to get a bottom deck energy here. Mau, Mother Earth. You are called upon to help with environmentalism. Absolutely. This is saying to me that your divine purpose, pile 1, is to really help the world. Whether it's taking care of the environment or just embracing the earth in general, embracing nature, embracing all things that come with this earth, all the blessings that come with being here on this earthly plane. And that's going to really help. So when you accept your divine purpose, pile 1, and that also very much is about the 10 of Pentacles and the justice in that, it's what you need to do. That's where your stability lies. That's where your stability lies, pile 1, is in embracing your divine purpose and what makes you happy is taking care of the environment, your earth, the places that you are, and your home. It definitely, earth is our home. So I feel like your home life is definitely important to you. All of that, pile 1. And that is a beautiful divine purpose. And keep moving towards that, because that's going to bring everything together as well. And really understand that the burdens that we have are just there to teach us. They're just our lessons that make us stronger. And with that, pile 1 is where I think I'm going to leave it, because I feel where you are divine. If you resonate with the divine feminine, you know where you are on the journey. You know more about what's going on than sometimes maybe you have even thought about. And if that's the case, take the time to reflect. Take the time to journal. Journaling is going to help you, definitely. Absolutely. It's helped me, and it's helping me to help you. So I know I can say from experience myself that if you're feeling like writing down your experiences and your thoughts that come from those experiences, absolutely do that. Pile 1. So I do want to thank you for joining me this evening. And if you do resonate with this reading, please mention what resonates with you in the comments below. And still at the end, I'm going to be getting some initials for you and some messages from our animal spirits. So I do hope to see you there. If not, I do hope that I see you in another video. And please like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you know when videos are coming live for you. Thank you so much, Pile 1, and I hope that you have a wonderful, blessed evening. Welcome, Pile 2. If you chose this beautiful little Oriental coin, then this is your reading. And also the Crystal Visions Tarot deck as well. You may have chosen the deck itself. Today, Pile 2, we are asking Spirit, what do we need to know about before meeting our twin flame? Where are we on that part of the journey? What information do we need to know, Spirit, about before meeting our twin flame? Okay. So right off the bat, we've got the unknown card. So there is an unknown piece to this. And that's okay, because we don't always know whether we're even on the twin flame journey, Pile 2. So it could be in another lifetime that we will realize that. The 9 of Cups in the upright. That came out as well. So I feel that what we don't know is what we really wish for. Because 9 of Cups is our wish fulfillment. So we may not know what we really wish for. Do we want to be on the twin flame journey? I know it can be very, very difficult sometimes, in the shadows that we go through and the different stages as we will get, to more in the future, can be very burdensome and very emotional, and just like, I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to be in this twin flame journey anymore. I just want to, leave it at the door. And that could be, in this life, what you decide. You may decide that it's just too much for you. With that, Pile 2, you may not know what you wish for quite yet. Can we, Spirit, please get some clarification, or some, let us know what we should know about the before the meeting of our twin flame. Oh, that almost wanted to pop, but didn't. Spirit, can we get some information for pile 2 on the before the meeting of our twin flame? Okay, I'm feeling drawn to fan these out and pick a card. Spirit, please guide me for pile 2. Ah, Justice in the upright. Interesting, Justice did come out for pile 1 too, so there might be a message in pile 1 for you as well. But definitely there's a balance. I will get more cards to clarify where that is coming into play here, pile 2. But yeah, definitely some balance that needs to be restored. So Spirit, for pile number 2, what do we need to know about the before meeting our twin flame? What do we need to know before meeting our twin flame? Spirit, what do we need to know? Ooh. Okay, yeah, I'm feeling drawn to this card. Ace of Swords. Okay. So definitely an opportunity. An opportunity is in our midst, pile 2. An opportunity to transform, I'm seeing, because of, and I'll show it to you again, is the butterflies on this card that are coming off the flowers. So really transforming, an opportunity to transform yourself. An opportunity to transform yourself, pile 2. So you may not know what you want. You may not, and since they're on either side of the Justice, on one hand, you're not sure what you want. But on the other hand, you know that you want to transform. You know you really want the opportunity to transform. And Spirit wants to give you the opportunity to transform. Oh. Ah, the King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords also came out in pile number 1. So, as I said, there may be something in there that you might want to check out if you haven't already. So, very much divine masculine energy here. And it didn't ask for it to clarify anything. However, I'm definitely feeling that, you know what, I am going to put it right here, because I feel that all these energies that have come up is the divine masculine's energy. The divine masculine does not know. So if you resonate with the divine masculine, you don't know what you want. But at the same time, you do want the opportunity to transform. You do want the opportunity to become something more than what you are. And you're trying to balance that divine masculine. Can we clarify the 9 of Cups and the Unknown card, Spirit, please? Can we clarify the 9 of Cups and the, okay. Ah, the 7 of Swords in the upright. So that I'm feeling there's some sneakiness. There's some not being completely honest with yourself, divine masculine. I feel that, and this is clarifying the not knowing whether you want to be on this journey or not knowing what you want. I feel truthfully you do. You do want to meet your divine counterpart. You absolutely do. You may not have yet. You may have felt that you knew, or you're going back and forth. You're going back and forth, divine masculine. That's what I'm feeling here. You're going back and forth between wanting to transform and knowing that there's something more than what you are. However, you've even thought about the twin flame journey. You've even thought about, you might even, or very strong soul connections. Maybe it's not the twin flame journey, but very strong soul connections, divine masculine, that you've been feeling. But you're not being honest about that. You're not being honest about that with yourself. You're kind of being like, I'm gonna just sweep it under the rug here. I don't know what I want. I don't know what I'm feeling. But you do. And that whole transformation, that opportunity for transformation, you see it. You see it, divine masculine. You see that opportunity. It's right in front of you. But you're kind of going, oh, no, I don't see it. That's what I'm feeling. That's what's coming down from spirit on that one. And that creates a need for balance. That creates a need to balance. So let's clarify the Justice card. Please, Spirit, can we clarify the Justice card for pile number 2? Okay. The Hermit. Yeah, once again, pile 2, you may resonate quite well with the pile number 1, because the Hermit came out in the upright in pile number 1 as well. So that is a big, that screams pile 2 reflection. Reflect. Really reflect big time. And divine masculine, I feel that you are the one who needs to reflect. Or you have been reflecting. But that's going to, the more you do that though, the more you focus on yourself and what you want, and really not masking what you want to yourself, because that's not helping you at all. You need to be honest with yourself. And that doesn't mean that, say you resonate with the twin flame journey. Say you feel you are the divine masculine, and you're on this journey, and you may even know who your divine counterpart is, or have an inkling. But you're just needing to keep that to yourself. You're needing to really just get more balance before you jump at that opportunity. And you should, divine masculine, no matter what, be honest with yourself. whether you're honest with anybody else, and that's where the Hermit's coming in here, it's important to be honest with other people, but first, be honest with yourself. Absolutely. So pile 2, or Spirit, can we clarify the Ace of Swords for pile number 2, please? Can you clarify the Ace of Swords for pile number 2, please, Spirit? Oh, okay. Well, not all those cards. I'll take the one on the bottom. 7 of Cups. So the 7 of Cups is very much about being in the clouds, being up in the air, really, and that actually is shown quite prevalent here on this card. She's up in the air on the dragon. So Divine Masculine, I believe that you are up in the air about everything. But the justice and the balancing of the scales is going to come from going within, being honest with yourself, and figuring out, making that decision to take the opportunity to transform yourself, and not necessarily needing to know. You don't necessarily need to know what you want, what you dream of. That could come later. But transformation is definitely important, and also going within yourself and being honest with yourself is important. And I feel this is very much for the Divine Masculine. I'm going to get a bottom deck energy here, which is the 5 of Swords. So you may feel, Divine Masculine, that you've been stabbed in the back too many times. And it could be by the person that you feel is your divine counterpart. So, which definitely ties everything in together, especially with not really wanting to know, not really knowing if this is the journey you want to be on, because you've been hurt. And you don't want to be hurt anymore. So you're going within, you're up in the air, you're not sure if you want to be hurt like this anymore. It's painful for you, pile 2. I feel that. I really do. But the thing is, and I believe I mentioned this for pile 1 as well, is there's shadows that you need to work through no matter what stage you're in the twin flame journey, and especially before the meeting. All the shadows and traumas that we go through before the meeting really help us to learn and to grow and to transform. That's our opportunity to transform, pile 2. Our opportunity to transform really comes from working through our shadows, as well as our light and what we dream of, what we think of, what we want in our lives. So balancing that out, really, with the Justice card, balancing out the happiness and the wish fulfillment that you want, and working through those shadows at the same time, pile 2. Absolutely. And then you will get your opportunity to transform. So pile 2, let me get some messages from our goddesses. So Spirit, can you give us some messages from our goddesses about what we need to know about the before the meeting stage of our twin flame journey. Spirit. Oh, okay. Whoa. All right. Now this came out of the reverse, but Bridget, don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right. So I feel, pile 2, you may not be standing up for what you feel is right. You're not being honest with yourself. That's where you're not being honest with yourself, pile 2. That's what I'm feeling. This is clarifying what you're doing. You're not standing up for what you believe in because of fear, of ego, of being hurt. You don't want to be hurt. But sometimes you just gotta go, this is what I need to do. This is what I need to do. This is who I am. I can't be anybody else. And pile 2, you can't be anybody else but yourself. You gotta be true to yourself. Spirit, can we have more clarification from our goddesses about where we are with the before the meeting, what we need to know? Oh, whoop. It just flies on the floor. It wouldn't be one of my readings without cards falling on the floor, would it? It doesn't want to come up either. Okay, Rhiannon, sorceress. You are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. Absolutely, pile 2. Absolutely. Stand up for what you believe in. Do all the work you need to do. And you're going to manifest everything that you want. Everything. Everything, pile 2. It's within you. It is definitely within you. I can feel that. I can feel that, pile 2. Absolutely. And bottom deck energy here. Diana, focused intention. Keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target, and you will make your mark. So, absolutely, shoot for the moon. And Diana actually is also goddess of the moon. So that says to me, shoot for the moon. And if you get the stars, well, great. You're getting somewhere. You're really just focus, pile 2. Focus on what you want. Be honest with yourself. Really go within. Go through the shadows, the pain that you feel. It's temporary. It will pass. I love the saying, pile 2, this too shall pass. I love that saying because it's so true. And the opportunity to transform will present itself. It will absolutely present itself. And so focus on that, pile 2. Focus on your strength, your truth. Focus on what you know, and don't worry so much about the unknown, because it's so important to focus on what's within you. And I believe that's where I'm going to leave it, pile 2. I definitely thank you for joining me this evening, and I hope that you do stay for initials and some messages from our animal spirits. And if not, I do hope that you did enjoy your reading, and that you, if it resonated with you, that you comment below whether it resonated or not. And also subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you know when more readings are coming your way. Thank you so much, Pile 2. I really appreciate you. You all are beings of love and light, and I am so blessed to be able to be a part of your journey. Please take care of yourself, and we'll talk soon. Welcome, pile number 2. If you chose this die with different numbers here, and the Stokes Legend deck, this is your reading. So today we're asking Spirit what we need to know about the before the meeting of our twin flame. So Spirit, for pile number 3, what do we need to know about before the meeting of our twin flame? I need to shuffle a little bit more. Spirit, can you let us know, please, some information about before the meeting for, okay, yeah, those kind of want to pop. They really do. All right, we'll take both of them. And they're both in the reverse, but I'll show them to you in the upright. We've got the 9 of Cups. So the 9 of Cups actually came out in pile number 2, so there may actually be a message for you in pile number 2. And that is in the reverse. And the 7 of Pentacles. I'm showing it to you in the upright, but it did come out in reverse. So 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment, dreams coming true, what we want, what we really want, wish and hope for. And the 7 of Pentacles is coming up with quite often is coming up with a plan. And so I feel right off the bat that pile 3, you may not know. You may not have a plan on how to get what you want. So, and that's okay, especially before the meeting of your twin flame. You're still figuring it out. So, Spirit, what do we need to know for pile number 3 on before the meeting? The Sun in reverse. I'm going to show it to you in the upright. Now, the Sun is very much about happiness and about the happiness and the joy that we're looking for. And where it's in the reverse, there could be sadness here. There could be sadness here, or there could be, again, not sure of where, or, not having a plan on how to get what you want. So we'll get some more cards out and get some clarification on that. Spirit, can you tell us for pile number 3 what we need to know about before meeting our twin flame? Oh, okay. The Queen of Cups in the upright. Divine feminine energy right there. She's very loving. She's very in touch with her emotions. She's very in touch with her emotions. And so if you resonate with the divine feminine, I feel that you, no matter what is happening, you are very in touch with your emotions. Whether it be sadness, whether it be feeling, you might be feeling sad. You're in touch with your emotions, all of your emotions, but you may be feeling sad because you don't know what lies ahead. You don't have a plan to get what you want. And that can sometimes be a shadow that we need to work through. Come up with a plan. So you just may be divine feminine. If you resonate with the divine feminine, you may not know. You may not have a plan in place. And that may be painful. Like you want to have a plan, but you just are not sure where to start. So, Spirit, can we clarify the Seven of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups in reverse, please, Spirit? Oh, okay. Well, okay. So we've got 2 cards to clarify. 2 cards. Makes sense. So let's start. The Ten of Wands in the upright. Very, very much about burdens. And that actually came out for pile number 1. So there may be messages pile number 3 in pile number 1 as well. So, but definitely burdens. There are burdens that are keeping you from making the plans for your happiness, for what you truly want in life. Or even in this journey, in this, soulmate, twin flame, whatever you resonate with, pile number 3, it's burdensome. It's definitely burdensome. Knave of Pentacles in the upright. So I feel you're learning right now on what you need to do to create a plan, so even though you're burdened heavily, you're trying to learn from those burdens, which is actually beautiful, because when it comes to our shadow work, a lot of the shadow work that needs to be done happens before we meet our twin flame. It absolutely does. Because all the experiences, the traumas, everything that we've gone through in experiences in our lives, different cultures, different backgrounds, different upbringings, different things that have happened to us, all those traumas that we work through help us to learn. So to work through those burdens, and then we can come up with a plan, and we can be more fulfilled and ready for our higher purpose, which the twin flame journey definitely is about. Your higher purpose, pile 3. Absolutely. And if you feel that you have a higher purpose, chances are you are on the twin flame journey. You just are in a different stage and are experiencing different things. And we'll get more cards to clarify here. Spirit, can we clarify the Sun in reverse, please, for pile number 3? Clarify the Sun in reverse. Nope. Okay, yeah, this one about ready to pop here. The Chariot in the upright. This is definitely a movement card. So where it's clarifying the possible sadness that you feel, You're moving away from that. You want to move away from that. And you're educating yourself, pile 3. You're going and looking for everything that you can to learn from your burdens, to learn from your shadows, to learn from everything around you, to move and transform yourself and move forward towards making that plan. So, Spirit, can we clarify the Queen of Cups in the upright, please? Can we clarify the Queen of Cups? Spirit, please. Okay, not all those cards, but we'll take the top one here. And it's in the reverse, but I'll show it to you in the upright. It's the Knave of Cups, so it's the Page of Cups. So the pages are very much about the learning. There's an immaturity about them. So where it's clarifying the Queen of Cups, you're not completely there, but you're learning. Once again, you're learning not just about with the page Knave of Pentacles. You're not just learning about the practical things in life and the practical planning piece, but you're also learning about what your emotions are telling you. You're really able to be in touch, pile 3. You're really able to be in touch with all emotions and learning why you feel what you feel. And bottom deck energy, which will tie everything in together, is the King of Swords. Oh. The King of Swords has come up in all 3 piles. So our Divine Masculine is very much Divine Masculine energy, and they're very stoic. They're very firm. They're very just truth really comes out for me in this. And I feel here in your reading, pile 3, your Divine Masculine is true, is being very true to you. He's being very true to you. So if you don't know who he is, if you don't know who your Divine Masculine is, Divine Feminine, just know that Spirit wants you to know that when you do meet them, if you haven't already, they are very, very stoic and truthful. They're very loyal. I'm feeling very loyal to you, pile 3. Absolutely. So if you have a special someone who's absolutely loyal no matter what, they could be your Divine Masculine. They could be your divine counterpart. Whoever you resonate with, they could be your divine counterpart. So pile 3, let's get some messages from our goddesses. Spirit, can give us a message from our goddesses about the before. Okay. Okay. Take the top one there. That came out. Dana, High Priestess. You have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. So pile 3, I feel that you definitely are a teacher. You're a teacher. That is your divine purpose. You're here, and trust your intuition as well. With the High Priestess, trust your intuition, because you are here to teach others. And I feel that's why right now you're learning. So this is about the before the meeting. So right now you're learning, and every piece of the puzzle that you fit together, that you learn, all that you gain, all that knowledge is something that you can then turn around with the Chariot, move that, transform that knowledge into teaching others. Once you have a grasp on it yourself, pile 3, you can teach others. And that's your divine purpose. So, whether you resonate right now with the twin flame journey or in the future, when you do, really focus on being a teacher, because I feel that is your divine purpose. Pile 3, Spirit, can we get some information for pile 3 on the before the meeting of our twin flame? What we need to know about our before the meeting. Oh, okay. Whoa. Okay. Little spillage here. Butterfly maiden. What was I saying about transformation? You are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. Now, this also came out for one of the previous piles. I believe it was pile 1, but big time, you're learning pile 3. You're learning right now. And once you transform what you've learned, you're going to be able to take that and not only receive blessings for yourself, but give blessings to others. Now, bottom deck energy here on this one is Isis, past life. This situation involves your past life memories. So pile number 3, this isn't your first rodeo. Absolutely. If you resonate with the feeling that you've been here before, that you have had past lives, trust that intuition. With the High Priestess here, trust that intuition, because chances are you're right. And however, you're in a different set of circumstances, you're in a different set of shadows, different set of feelings, different set of experiences, a different set of burdens. And once you work through those, you'll be able to transform and make a plan so that you can figure out exactly what you want in life. Your wish fulfillment, you will find out what you want, what is going to make you happy once you move and transform and transmute any negative energies and learn from this lifetime. And if there's any inklings or any intuitions about what you may have learned in a past life, really, really focus on that. Now, if you don't resonate with having past lives, and not everybody does, but if you don't resonate with having a past life, this could literally just be about your past. Something from your past is coming up to the surface maybe recently that you need to examine. So pile 3, if you don't resonate with past lives, something in your past needs to be looked at, transmuted and transformed and transmuted into positive. And so with that, pile 1, I think that's, I'm sorry, pile 1, my apologies. Pile 3, I feel that it's a good spot to leave it, because you are learning, you are transforming, you are very intuitive, and your divine counterpart is very true to you, very true to you. So be true to yourself first and foremost, and when you come together, whether it be in this lifetime or in the next lifetimes, or at a later date from now, you really will be able to balance each other out with the emotions that you are able to feel. You have the emotional side, and the divine masculine, or your divine counterpart, has the stoic, the truthful, honest personality that will really showcase your emotional side. So if this resonated with you, pile 3, please comment below. Let me know. I would absolutely love it. Also, I would love it if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you're always aware of when new videos come out. And I hope that this has given you some clarity and some ideas of where to go next. And please always know that you are beings of love and light, and that I appreciate you so much, and I look forward to when we meet again. Welcome back, friends. I'm glad you stayed for some messages from our spirit animals, as well as some initials. And I'm going to start off with the initials today, and they may be any initials in the name of the person that's on your mind, somebody special to you, anyone special really, or maybe even yours. So let's see. All right. Spirit, give us some initials here. I feel like I need some more here. All right. Should be a good amount. All right. So we've got an E. We've got an H. We've got a P. We've got a Y. Let's actually move these over to the side here. So we got an E, P, H, Y. Got a K. We've got an R. We've got an M or a W, whichever one resonates for you. We've got an A here. So I'm seeing Mary. So there may be a Mary in your life. That's important. And there's a C. Here is a G. We've got either 2 N's or 2 Z's, whichever resonates for you. Oh, actually, we've got a couple more. So we've got like 4 N's or 4 Z's. So that could indicate someone being asleep. So we're talking about the before the meeting. We may be, or we may know that our divine counterpart is not awake yet. So take that, of course. Of course, if one of these is an N, not only Mary, but many. So many lives. So you may resonate with having many lives. I know that for one of the piles this evening, past life connections or past lives in general came up. So it's definitely a possibility. We've got a T. So we got tape. So that could be, that we feel bound. We feel bound right now. We've got a Q. QT. So someone could think you're cute, or you think someone else is cute. You got a little crush. I don't know. Ooh. This is an interesting name. Hank. So if you know a Hank, that's actually very, that's actually very old-fashioned. I like that name, Hank. We've got pet. So there could be a special pet in our lives who, and they're part of our soul family too, friends. They really are. Our animal friends, which we're going to go into animal spirits and their messages for us. And there could be also a pet who's passed on too, that we had a special bond with. That, oh, we're talking about pets. Look at this. Cat. Yeah. Well, I will tell you right now, my name, Mistress Luna, actually was something that I thought up because of my cat, Luna, who passed on. She was very special to me, and so don't discount or discredit connections with your animal friends. Absolutely. Now, I know it's only one R, but Mery. I mean, we're coming into the holiday season, so be merry and bright and happy, and because it's that time of year. So if you saw any other letters or any other words, or any other initials that resonate with you, let me know. And with that, let's get on to our messages from our spirit animals today. And I would also encourage you to think about a spirit animal that you feel really connected with, because we can just learn so much from our animal friends. I really do feel it. And you know, I've only used this deck once, and so I'm gonna have to get the messages from the book. I'm gonna have to consult the book, but I feel that, you know, they may not be able to speak our direct language, but there is a language that they speak to us, and we just have to be open and listen. And so first is Crow in the upright, and the number is 24. So 24 could be a significant number for you. Spirit, can we get some messages from our animal spirits, please? What animal spirits want to come through for us? The badger, 29. I do know that they are very fierce and, you know, just gumption. And, you know, so a lot of you out there may be resonating with the fact that you're not gonna give in. You're not gonna settle. You're gonna go for the gold, and that's beautiful, especially before you meet your divine counterpart. Especially before, because you're becoming a strong version of yourself. So that's lovely. Spirit, can we get some more animal spirits to give us some guidance today on the before? Okay. Prairie dog, 47. So 29 on the badger could be a specific number for you that resonates. Prairie dog has 47. Now, I will get the actual message from the book, but I do know that prairie dogs are very family oriented. They really work on their home, and their home life is important to them. So there may be some of you out there that are building a home, building that nest, and that's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Absolutely. So Spirit, can we get another spirit animal for us to give us some clarity on what we need to know about the before? Okay. Another black bird here. The raven, 16. So 16 could be a significant number, and I'm going to put it on the crow because it is another bird. Spirit, another black bird too. So can you please give us some more information? Oh, okay. You know what? This wanted to pop out, so. Now this is the spider. 43 is the number. It did come out in reverse, so I know the spider spirit is definitely about weaving your own destiny and manifesting what you want. Like, so some of you out there may not be really fully trusting your intuition and manifesting, you know, the life you want. So don't do that to yourself. Really be empowered to do what you need to do to make it happen. Make your destiny a reality. You know, what you want, make your dreams a reality for sure. Oh, okay. So I'm going to take these last two here. We've got the alligator spirit. So that's number 50. I'll get information from the book, but very I'm very drawn to the skin, to the having a protective skin. Now in the reverse, we have the whale spirit, which is 41. And I'm not sure about the whale spirit, so we will clarify in the book. So let's start with 24, the crow. There is a medicine story that tells of Crow's fascination with her own shadow. She kept looking at it, scratching it, pecking at it, until her shadow woke up and became alive. The crow's shadow ate her. Crow is dead, crow now. Crow is dead, crow now. Okay. If you look deeply into the crow's eye, you will have found the gateway to the supernatural. Crow knows the unknowable mysteries of creation and is keeper of all sacred law. So the story about her own shadow, that said to me definitely about shadow work and divine feminines. You may actually be resonating with the fact that you've got a lot of shadow work to do. Or that you've done a lot of shadow work, which has brought to you and everybody here also, you're just knowing more than the average person. You're very intuitive. Absolutely. So let's look at the badger, 29. Aggressiveness. Badger is vicious and attacks with powerful aggression. Badger is quick to anger and quicker to pounce. The power of Badger's medicine is aggressiveness and the willingness to fight for what it wants. As I said, very passionate, go-getter. There's a lot of you out there that have that. Just, I feel that Spirit would caution you about the anger. Absolutely. Don't fly off the handle. This does no one any good. But don't lose that passion either. That's important. So 47, the prairie dog. Let's see what the book has to say about that. Prairie dog medicine teaches that strength and inspiration can be found by retreating into the stillness and that quiets the mind. Very much hermit energy. Definitely. The strength of this medicine is also knowing when and how to replenish your life force. Prairie dog medicine people tend to seek self-empowerment in silence and in activity, where they can access dreams and visions without intrusion of worldly chaos. When they re-enter the world, they are profound and powerful anchors of calm resolve and amid life storms. So they know how to retreat, especially into their home. It mentions, for their tunnels that they make and just retreating into those. So, in addition to the home, find the place where you feel you can escape to if things get out of hand. And that's so important to have before you meet up with your twin flame, because that can be a place where you can refocus your energies and get into that meditative state if things do get heavy, because things do get heavy on the twin flame journey. And even soul connections. We're so connected with people sometimes that it gets heavy, and we need to retreat and figure out, why am I having this connection? What's going on? So having that place to go is definitely important. So now let's look at 16, the Raven. Throughout time, Raven has carried the medicine of magic. This has been true in many cultures across the planet. It is sacred in the medicine ways to honor Raven as the bringer of magic. If the magic is bad medicine, the carrier may be honored out of fear rather than out of respect. Those who fear Raven may do so because they have been dabbling in areas which they have no knowledge, and a spell may have backfired on them. That's why I don't do spells. I don't do spells. I don't do them. I don't dabble in them. I don't feel that they are natural at all. No matter what ingredients you're using, I think it messes with free will, and it can backfire on you. So that's definitely telling me, this is kind of speaking to me as spirit saying, stay away from spells. They're no good. No good. And I know there are people in this community, or in not necessarily my specific community, but in the psychic community, let's just say psychic community, where spells are okay. I don't resonate with that, and I don't believe I ever will. It messes with too much of the free will that's given to us, and I don't think it's really fair either. But I won't go into more detail on that. I've said my piece on that. Rather than analyzing the dark side of sorcery, realize that you will fear Raven only if you need to learn about your inner fears or self-created demons. So that also says to me, with the Raven here, we need to work on our shadows, transmute them. Whatever is hanging us up, whatever is really bogging us down, we need to, for lack of a better term, I actually heard it quite a few times by one of my favorite readers, Mystic Moon. Mystic Moon Oracles actually is she focuses heavily on the twin flame journey, and I absolutely love her as well. Like she is super, super on point when it comes to specifically the twin flame journey. So, and one of the things that she said is, let's transmute this bitch of an energy. Let's transmute this bitch of an energy. And yeah, so all those demons, all those fears, all those things that are bringing us, let's transmute that bitch of an energy. All right, so now let's look at the spider, which is 43. Spider wove the web that brought humans the first picture of the alphabet. The letters were part of the angles of her web. So So it was that spider wove the first primordial alphabet as she had woven the dream of the world that had become manifest. Spider's dream of the physical world had become, Spider's dream of the physical world had come to fruition millions of years before. So, really, spider, weaving webs of delight, weave me a peaceful world, carrying creation in your web, waiting to be unfurled. So, absolutely, manifesting what you want, what you desire, what you want in life, you have the power to do that. So, take your destiny in your own hands. All right, let's look at the whale spirit. 41. Now, it is in... Oh, you know what? I did not look at the spider in the reverse. My apologies there. Because that has a special meaning for us. The contrary aspect of the spider is akin to the negative side of woman. Spider will eat her mate if she gets too caught up in herself to see the validity of honoring male energy. The warrior at her side is a strong balancing force. If you have become disdainful of your mate, male or female, and have felt very superior recently, you are not honoring either your male or female side. So that's why I always say that you could be resonating with the divine masculine or the divine feminine, no matter what you actually are in the physical world. So because you have both sides, you have both sides. And whatever you're feeling when you're seeing the messages that come from spirit in these videos is who you are resonating with at the time. So that and what energies you are at the time. So that's important to remember. So really honor both your masculine and feminine side. And know it's okay and natural to have both. So 41, whale. Now that is in the reverse. If whale has beached itself in your cards, the contrary medicine implies that you are not following your sonar or homing device. On some level, you have forgotten that you hold all the answers you need to survive, to grow, and to claim the power of your chosen identity. So that is saying to me, you may not know whether you resonate with the twin flame journey or not. However, don't lose sight of who you really are, because you are a being of love and light. You are truly beautiful in what you resonate with right now. And what are you in the present? That is important. Don't ever forget that. Don't ever discredit that. Don't ever discredit the soulmate connections that you're in, because as I mentioned in the imagery in the beginning, they are everything that is needed to make the seed turn into the flower. That's where I'll leave that there. And then finally, we are going to look at the alligator spirit. And that is in the upright. So that is 50. Alligator, let me drop my judgments, accepting life with grace, so that forlorn care and worry will vanish from my face. Let me integrate each moment, digesting life with ease, counting all my experiences equal opportunities. The powerful gift of the alligator medicine is to fully appreciate and integrate all that life offers. Absolutely. I mean, before I read any more, absolutely, my friends, absolutely. You really, before you even meet your divine counterpart, accepting what life has to give you and has to offer for you right now or before that meeting is so precious and so important to the whole journey. And it can bring a whole new perspective. So continuing on, Gator shows us the value of thoroughly digesting both the pleasures and the pains of life. In many ways, alligator's medicine is reflected in its behavior. When Gator rolls under the water with its prey, its message is to roll with the punches when being attacked by life's circumstances. Carefully storing its prey under a log until the meat is tender teaches us about patience and proper timing. Absolutely. I couldn't have ended it in a better spot myself. That's really the essence of what I've been mentioning throughout the whole readings, in where everything we've been through, our experiences, our upbringings, our whether it be the traumas or the happy times, has really made us who we are. And really, we need to take the time to focus on that, to bring ourselves to be better and to be happy and content with who we are, and learn from everything so that we can come together with our divine counterpart and share each other, rather than be in codependent situations or situations that really don't serve us. I feel that absolutely is perfect. The alligator spirit really having us embrace all the good and the bad that we've been through. And what we truly can learn from all of that. With that, everyone, my friends, my soul tribe, you all are so important to me. If any of this resonated for you, please comment below. Share with your friends too. Not only like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, but share with your friends as well. Somebody who you feel could benefit from joining us. And I am blessed. I want to let you know I am very blessed for having you all in my life. And you all are my water, my sun, my soil, the vessel where I will be planting my seeds. And I will show you how it comes along with the actual planting that I'll be doing. And it's going to be a journey in itself. So thank you again for joining me. And always remember that you are loved and you are important. Peace be with you. And remember, you are always in control of your own destiny.